Well, so lots more to look forward to, but I'm just going to start by talking about hockey first. They've reached the quarterfinals after a long time. India will be facing Belgium now, perhaps an opposition that they're not too terrified of, but of course Belgium has topped their group, so we do expect this to be a tough quarterfinal.
After struggling to win against the lowly ranked Canada, Team India will cross swords against world number 6 Belgium in the Olympic quarterfinals. The 8-time Olympic champions has seen some dazzling highs and mystifying lows in the Rio Games so far. And a dull draw against Canadians exposed India's problems as Roland Oltmann's boys failed to rise up to the occasion. While wins against Ireland and Argentina bolstered India's confidence, two extremely close defeats to Germany and Holland and a disappointing draw will be worrying for India when they face Belgium in the quarters.
They face two Olympic reigning medalists from London 2012 in the group stage in Germany and Netherlands. But Belgium poses a new challenge for India. They are the form team of world hockey and they finished top of Group A. India awaits a stiff challenge in the quarterfinals.
But India's outing against Belgium has not been special in the recent times, winning only twice in their last 5 encounters since 2012. Relief must be a buzzword for PR Srijace's men as they reach the quarters for the first time since the Moscow Olympics.
Stunning goal!
But against Belgium, a lot will depend on Team India's forwards and the drag flickers as they whip up one more time to seal the semi-final berth.
India's last medal in hockey at the Olympic Games was back in 1980. For Belgium, the wait has been longer. The last time they won a medal is 1920. India know they've got the best chance to book their spot in the semi-finals here at the Rio Olympics and keep themselves within touching distance of a historic medal at Rio 2016. In Rio de Janeiro, Maruti Malepu, Viren Ferrao for Times Now.
Yes, well, within touching distance perhaps, but Charu, is this going to be very easy? If India plays like the way they played against Canada, I'm not so sure, but the way they played against the Germans and the Dutch.
Just a quick couple of points. One, we say, for the first time they're in the quarterfinals. Technical correction, it's because of a change of format that there are quarterfinals now. Earlier there were only the semis and we never made it for a very long time.
Yeah.
Had that format continued, again, we would not made the knockout. So we've just made the knockout thanks to the change of format.
Yeah.
Otherwise we'd finished fourth in the group and not made the knockouts.
The semis, yeah.
Yeah. Also, the kind of campaign that we had, yes, you can call it disappointing, like a roller coaster. Beating Argentina for the first time in 7 years, big deal. Losing very narrowly and perhaps, a draw was the right result against the top two teams,
yes.
Germany and Holland. Also, not a bad performance. You can say that they let it go towards the end. And the only bad performance really was against Canada, where we should have won handsomely rather than draw 2-2.
Yeah.
So plenty to take from there. There was also mentioned, which is correct, that we've lost, we won twice in 5 times against Belgium in the last few years. That's not a bad record, which means we're basically even. And the way the Indians are playing now, despite the fact that Belgium have topped their group, it is a team that will not scare the Indians. And so I say, it's a good 50-50 rather than say a 20-80. When you're the last in your group, playing the top team in the other group, chances are you should be 10% and the other team 90. But I think this is 50-50, which is not bad. Forget about the middle, but just the first match.
Yeah.
Just I want to add to something what Charu has said. No offense,
none.
But Charu mentioned that we have made it to the quarterfinals because of change in format of the game, and that we should be happy about. I think the change in format of the game, if it wouldn't have happened from grass to AstroTurf, we would have got another 20 medals now.
Yeah, well,
so whatever the rule changes, I think we have to give it to them because they have really played well in this match. And as an athlete, as a team, you don't want to remember that last 3 seconds. I don't think that's for the coach to decide. The coach really focuses on it, finds out the strategy, and he advises the players what to do. But as a player, they would like to remember the good moments because the good thoughts have to stay with you when you go to play. The negativity has to be moved out, and that is one reason why the players are kept out of any social media or TV or newspapers, because the coaches don't want them to read anything negative, to see anything negative.
Yeah.
They want to only focus on positives, and with that positive attitude, they go and play the next match. I'm sure they're going to do well.
Yeah, and like Charu said, hopefully this is not a team that intimidates India, and they should be going in with a very, very positive attitude. Now, I
Much
understand,
better than Spain or Australia.
yeah,
We'll
and,
take Belgium.
now I understand that Leander has also spoken about the hockey and what he's expecting from them. Let's listen into what Leander said.
Both are very close to your heart, obviously, for good reason. They've already booked their spot in the quarterfinals. It's being celebrated across India for good reason. How proud are you that we're achieving this feat? Because this is the Olympic Games, and we've had to play the Olympic gold and silver medalists from the last time.
The hockey boys are doing wonderful. When you actually look at the way they've qualified to get to this position where they play Belgium in the quarterfinals, that's a great opportunity to get further in the draw. I know that the rest of the contingent were worried about the Australian hockey team, worried about the Germans, but to get to play the Belgium here, we've got a great chance. On saying that, once we do get past that, in the semi-finals, anybody can win. That's the beauty of the Olympics, is that whether it is Rohan and Sanya, or whether it is the hockey team, or whether it is the shooters that are still there, Saina Nehwal still in it, doing wonderfully well. She won a good match a couple of days ago. You're playing against the best players of the world. The best athletes on the planet are inside this village today. And that's the fun part, is that we guys get to come here and compete against the best in the world year after year, Olympic after Olympic. And to see the hockey team, come back and work with this, I think the coach is fantastic. I think he's done a great job with the team, especially the way he interacts with them during the match. The camaraderie they have, and just before they take a penalty corner, one player always runs back to him, gets their advice, comes back and interacts. I've seen them do really well with that. They haven't yet unleashed our best short corner pusher, and I'm waiting to see him come out. But to watch our captain and watch Sardar and watch the whole team communicate together, I think the captain and the coach are just doing a fantastic job.